All right, question 35. An online store received customer satisfaction ratings between 0 and 100 inclusive. In the first 10 ratings the store received, the average of the rating was 75. What is the least value of the store can receive for the 11th rating, as you'll be able to have an average of at least 85 for the first 20 ratings. Okay, so we know the ratings go from 0 to 100. Okay, 100 is the maximum point that they can receive. So this is like an average question. Okay, they want to average at least 85 for 20 ratings. But instead of trying to find the average, they give us the average. Okay, and we're trying to figure out one of the missing numbers. Okay, so it's like we're going backwards here. So for a question like this, where they give us the average, and we have to try to find one of the missing score or missing rating in this case, we can think in terms of the total. Okay, they want to average at least at 85. Let's just say if they want to average 85 here, okay, because we're trying to figure out what's the lowest possible score for the 11th rating. Okay, so let's just use the 85, the lowest possible average here. Okay, so, and they want to do it for the first 20 ratings. So the average had to be 85. So what we can say is the sum, if they want to average 85, then the sum of all the points divided by 20, sum for all 20 rating divided by 20, that should equal to 85. Okay, that should equal to average. So we can solve for the sum by multiplying by 20 on both sides here. Okay, so the sum should be 85 times 20, and that's what? Yeah, 85 times 20 is 1,700. Okay, so they have to have the total number point have to be at least 1,700. Otherwise, they won't be able to average 85. Okay, so that's our target. Okay, our goal is to reach 1,700 point for the total. All right, so let's see what they already have here. Okay, they have 10 rating. The first 10 rating they already know. Right, they receive 75 on average. Okay, we don't know what's the score for each of the 10 rating. Okay, but we know the average 75. So what we can do is similar to what we just did, right? We can solve for the total number of points that they have. It doesn't matter what each rating is, because here we're thinking in terms of the total. Okay, so they average 75 for the first 10, then total number of points have to be what is 75 times 10, right? So it's similar setup to what we just had. So 75 times 10, that should be 750, right? So that's the number point they already have is 750. Okay, remember our target is 1,700, right? Okay, so you already have 750, and then we don't know the 11th rating. Yeah, 11th rating is a question mark. That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, but we're trying to figure out what's the lowest possible rating for the 11th one. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have 9 other rating, right? The 12th rating until the 20th rating. We don't know what they are. Okay, but since we want the 11th rating to be the lowest possible, then the other 9 rating, we want them to be as high as possible. Okay, we want them to be as high as possible so that the 11th rating can be really, really low, and the average, we can still average the score that we want. Okay, so the other 9 score have to be as high as possible. The first 10, we can't really change it because it already happened, right? It's 750 total there. But the other 9 score haven't happened yet, but we're gonna assume is the highest possible score that we're gonna get. Okay, not doesn't mean the score are gonna get it. Okay, but we're just for the purpose of this calculation, we're gonna assume that they can get the highest possible score, which is 100. That's the highest possible. Right? So let's just assume for the last 9 rating, they're gonna get 100. So that will give us a total of how many points? If they get 100 point each one for the last 9 rating, 100 times 9 is 900. Okay, we're gonna assume they're gonna get 900 more points later on. All right. So if you do that, you see the 11th rating is, we don't know. Let's just say that's X. Right? They already have 750. We're gonna assume they're gonna get a perfect score for the next 9 is 900. And the total had to add up to 1,700. So you can write out the equation, say 750 plus X plus 900 have to add up to 1,700. Otherwise, they won't average at least 85. Okay, so we can just solve for X now. Yeah, so combine the numbers on the left, 750 plus 900 is 1,650 equal to 1,700, and solve for X, we subtract 1,650. And that should give us X equal to just 50. Okay, so X equal to 50. And that will be the average they have to have. Okay, so, or excuse me, the 11th rating that they have to have. Okay, so, and that should be it. And that's the number they have to. So if they don't have 50, no matter what, they won't be able to average 85. Even if they get 100 for the last 9, they won't be able to average 85 for the whole thing. Okay, that's what I mean. So 50 should be our final answer for this one here.